First question I need to ask, do my eyes look red? Because they seem a little red to me. Second thing, I got two blankets on, one right here and one over my legs. Ooh, today feels so weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because, like, I am exhausted. My legs feel like they're about to fall off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to move from this spot. My arms feel like they're about to fall off. My head feels so heavy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep my eyes open. I could 100% just fall asleep in the middle of filming this. But, like, I don't feel tired. And I know that's not gonna make any sense to people who haven't been there, but it's like I feel like energetic, like I guess the best equivalent would be like an old person who's like, oh, what, you young whippersnapper, oh, my bad, never mind, kind of feeling like, hey, I know I can do this. But as soon as I start moving, my body's like, no, you can't. It's weird. Oh, I got a couple things to show you. I've already put away the majority of food that I have just because I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to stand up again. But I made a couple of exceptions just because I needed you to see things. It's completely out of frame. This is a giant tamale. It is big. It is very large. Handmade from scratch. Look how big it is. Okay? I have a big head. It's about as long as my shoulders. I've got 5 of these. We had like this event that they did, and so one of our cooks had to make like 200 of them. Was there for... and it was an entire day of just making tamales for him. And of course, one of our policies at our restaurant is to just make more than you think you're gonna need, just in case. And if he had just made what he thought he needed, he would have oversold. But I mean, people loved it. However, it's just, they didn't have big stomachs like some. So, a whole fuck ton of these came back. I got to take some home yesterday. I bought a few more today. And there's still a fuck ton that they've frozen, that they've got on ice in over there at the restaurant. But I don't mind. It tastes good. Also, got a bunch of bananas. Chef bought them because, I don't know, I guess potassium or whatever. But people keep not eating them, and so he said, from now on, hey, if you want them, just take them. So I took them. And in case you're wondering, yes, I have racist coworkers, and they did make those jokes. But I have a bigger dick than all of them, so. I'm going to go with my therapist. No. I talked to my boss. He said he's doing therapy at like $75 an hour. So I decided, like, if I do at what I'm paying monthly, if I do a weekly 1 hour session, I'm paying like $40 per session, so I'm getting off super cheap. And in between that, I can still email, it bothers me a little because especially for the first couple of days, every time she messaged me, it would be like, we can talk about that in our next session, see you next week, blah blah. And I'm like, hey, if you want it to be one or the other, you should clearly state that up front. Until then, we doing all of the above. Try to stop me. I mean, she frustrates the hell out of me, but she's doing a good job, and like I'm getting a deeper understanding of myself. And I've actually like I've been feeling a lot better this week mostly. And even though there are still bad days, and I'm nowhere near healed, like I've got a new thing I'm doing, which like she told me I had to write a happy diary, which I'm just not that into. I don't know what's up with like her doing journals. Like I have to write a journal for every single food that I eat, which as much as I eat, that's just not sustainable. I kind of knew that going in. I got to write a diary for every time that I feel happy in a day. And all this other shit. It's a little much. But through she was talking about, oh, you have to train your mind to think positively and blah blah blah. And so one thing I'm doing is what Rob Thomas, Little Wonders. Every night I play that song, and I just think about happy moments that I've experienced throughout my life, and maybe some happy moments that I would like to experience at some point in my life. And I don't know, it helps. Just before I go to bed, just listen to that song once and just think about happy memories in my life. Wake up in the morning, play that song again, just think about happy memories. And it actually has helped improve my overall mood. And it wasn't her suggestion, it was something I chose to do on my own. However, it came because of something else that she suggested. And, like her telling me to do this thing eventually led to me doing this thing, which, if nothing else, it makes life slightly easier. Like, the frustrating things still frustrate me. There are a lot of things that still piss me off, but I'm not lingering on them as much. Because just that little voice keeps whispering in my ear, let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulders, don't you know? The hardest part is over. Well, it's a relatively short video. The one thing I'll say is, like, book one of the comic of Toxic is done, and I just keep not walking on it. Oh yeah, did I talk about taxes on here? Let's not get into it. Oh, but yeah. I don't really feel like just talking about taxes on here. But like, I haven't been working on my autobiography mostly just because, there's just a lot of issues I'm dealing with. But also, part of me is like, I just don't know what I want from life, honestly. Yes, I know I'm 30 years old, but I still don't really know what I want to be when I grow up. Like I look at celebrities and politicians and shit. You know what? I want the money. I don't want the lifestyle. I actually have a fairly comfortable life here. Like, I know I don't want to be doing this when I'm 50, damn sure, but I don't know if the path I'm on is the right one. There's just so much uncertainty in the future, and it's just, I really wish I knew what to do. But, yeah, any kids out there watching this, the best advice I can give you is just try not to worry about it so much, because no one on this planet knows what the fuck they're doing. And if they tell you differently, they lying their asses off. So yeah, I've got things to figure out. I'm going to try to force myself to at least look at my autobiography. Because it's something that I still feel like it needs to be done, and I really just can't think of any better options for the moment, but I don't know, I have more questions than answers at this point. Have a good weekend.